tuning into TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Freedom Friday. Freedom Friday. Freedom Friday. Woo! Okay, so Freedom Friday. Now, to me, Freedom Friday means ways to feel good about yourself and to release yourself from some of the pressures that we put on ourselves in our day to day life. And one of those is, to me, how we view or how we think about our relationships with some of the people that we have in our life. So a lot has been going on this week to where, well, actually past 2 weeks, where people have keep talking about grudges. So grudges have come up a lot in the past 2 weeks. So that's where we get the title, the great, behold, the great grudge, okay? Because too many people keep grudges against one another. And really what it is okay, well, let's back up. Let me start over. So just in case you have a different ideal of it, to me, a grudge means it's something that happened between you and somebody else, and you won't let it go. You won't get past it. So you hold on to those emotions. You hold on to that experience, and you let that experience define your relationship with that person. Okay? You hold on to those emotions and let those emotions define your relationship with whoever that person is. Now, to me, life is too short. Life is too short, and it's too valuable to me to hold on to any of that, okay? If that was the case, I probably wouldn't talk to my family to this day. If I held on to everything or every experience I had with somebody that I didn't like, okay? Because I didn't have the best childhood. I mean, I had a good childhood, but a not so good childhood at the same time. So it was a good childhood as far as being taken care of and the things that we had and the places we were able to go, but the emotional side of it was where it kind of lacked a little. And that's what I spend time right now even going through. So I can use those experiences that I had as a child and hold a grudge against my family, but for what purpose? What is that going to do for anybody? It's not going to do anything. Actually, it's going to make me feel worse. It's going to be a burden that I hold on to. It's going to be negative emotions that I carry throughout my life that make me feel like crap. Because a lot of times when you hold these grudges, the person you holding a grudge on, they done let it go and moved on. They like, oh, they just mad at me because of something that happened 2 years ago. They mad at me about something that happened 15 years ago. Well, what did you do? At this point, I don't even remember. But they still mad about it. You have to ask them what it is. What it is I did. I don't even remember at this point. And they hold on to those grudges for dear life. Like it's their lifeline. And it gets to a point where you have to let it go. Just let it go. I have a member in my family. 2 people in my family. One isn't talking to the other because of some stuff that happened over somebody that's been dead for almost 10 years. The person that you have in this argument and this disagreement you falling out with each other for has been gone. They not even existing to you. Why are you letting these people control you like that to where you end up with this issue? And one, I don't blame them because it's a lot that came up and they just it was the straw that broke the camel's back. But the other one, just apologize. Just break bread. Just mend whatever relationship you can mend. Because life is too short. You got people dying out here all the time. We just went through a whole plague, okay? That's what a friend of mine told me. She's like, Toya, you survived the plague. Do you understand this? That whole pandemic thing was a plague. And you survived it. We all survived it. If you watching this video, you survived it. So we go through a plague, survive the plague, and you still want to hold on to a grudge? You could have died. Let that sink in. You could have died. You want to take that with you? I like to watch the mediums. Like before it was, what was his name? John something. I used to watch him all the time. John Edwards. I used to watch him all the time and him communicating with the dead. Now we have Tyler Henry. He's on Netflix. Watch it. I'm telling you, like, I don't know. It's very comforting to me. And it's very soothing to me to watch. But a lot of times, when people pass on and they go on to the other side, you still mad about something that they did and they no longer thinking about it. If anything, they want you to let it go. They want you to know it's okay. To move on, to go on with your life and let it go. Like whatever happened between us, it's okay. I don't want you to hold on to that anymore. And that's the message that comes through all the time. Don't hold on to that anymore. So when somebody is dead and gone, they not thinking about that no more. Whatever it was that happened between you, it doesn't even matter anymore. A lot of times if that person that you had that grudge on was to die, really you gonna feel bad like maybe I should have. When you pass on, that's what you're going to be. Your regret on your deathbed is, maybe I should have made up with so and so. You know, I have another one. It was a coworker of mine who fell out with his cousin over $500. This is your cousin, your lifelong cousin, and you fall out with them over $500. Yes, $500 sound like a lot of money. I get that. I understand that. But at that same token, it's money. You gonna get more. Most of us have had millions of dollars pass through our hands. Okay, I used to work at the bank, so I know I've had millions pass through my hands throughout my life. It doesn't change. Like, money is easy to get. Money is going to be replaced. That $500 didn't kill you. You still living, you still existing, you still continuing on your life. And if you had it to give to your cousin to begin with, then that means you weren't in a desperate situation to begin with. So why hold on to that grudge? Just don't loan him no more money. And if he come to you, well, why you know you got it, why you can't loan it to me? You still owe me $500. I love you, but no. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a grudge against that person. Because again, I know I keep saying it through this whole video, life is short. In the long run, it is short. I don't care if you live to be 100 years old. Life is short. It's too valuable to hold on to some negative emotions. Let those emotions go. Somebody did you wrong, forgive them. Okay? Forgiveness is not for the person you forgiven. It is for you so that you can let it go and you can move on. So let it go. Forgive them for what happened. It doesn't mean that you have to put yourself in that same situation with them, because that's a Virgo trait. We will forgive, but we will not forget. Okay? We will remember that shit until we die. Okay? Till our dying day, we will remember it. And we will not allow you to put us in that same situation again. But we will forgive you. We will let it go. Okay? And that's really what it boils down to. Let it go. Because holding on to those grudges, holding on to those negative emotions, that tears away at you. Not only that, it puts stress on the people around you. You know, like, let's say go back to that cousin situation. Now when you go to a family event, everybody is like, oh God, you know, we got to keep these two apart from each other because, you know, they don't get along. Or they say, well, you still love me, and now we got to listen to this, and everybody like, oh man. So you're bringing the atmosphere down. You're bringing the energy down. You putting that grudge and that negative, bad energy out on everybody that's around you. You know, like, even my situation, we have family. I might go out with that member and come back. Well, now it's like, okay, well, I don't want to say nothing because I was out with this person that they don't like, you know, that they got this grudge against. And I don't want to hear them going on down there. So now you're missing out on experiences. You're missing out on somebody wanting to share something happy with you because of the person that's involved. They don't want to talk. You don't want to be dealing with. You don't want to hear about. It's like this person no longer exists. So at the end of the day, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand how people can hold on to it. And again, it really goes back, and I can't say it enough. Life is too short to hold on to all that negative emotion and that negative energy that isn't even going to matter when you die. When you no longer walking this earth, that stuff is not even going to matter to you. And that's really what it boils down. So my advice to you, and the whole purpose behind this video, is let those grudges go. Let them go. Even if it caused the demise of somebody, it was that person's time to go. Even if you lost money off of it, you still surviving, you still going. Yes, it's challenging, but guess what? It's a challenge. It's not the end all be all. You know, so just let it go. There is no situation. Okay, well, there is a situation I can see where I would have a grudge and I probably wouldn't let it go. Now you do something to one of my kids. We gonna have more than a grudge. Or any kid that I know, you gonna have more than a grudge. So I guess there are some situations that's a little harder to let go than others, because I just thought about that, you know. So yeah, let me find out you did something. Oh, I'm not gonna have no grudge. I'm about to find a way to take you out, you know. And that could be getting you locked up. That could be something happening to you, like. So I guess there's situations, but to me that's a little different than a grudge. And I just put my business out there, so don't worry, I ain't never killed nobody. Anyway, because I'm smarter enough to not put it on video. But anyway, that's the message for today. But really, all serious, all jokes aside, please, people, let those grudges go. Especially if it's with family, because you need to be around family. Family is rejuvenating. Family is healing. And just because you don't like some of the choices that they made, you don't like some of the things they may have done, it doesn't mean you can't coexist with the person. I'm not saying they have to be your best friend, but coexist. That's it. But that's the message for today. If you got anything out of it, please like, subscribe, and share. Because if you got something out of it, chances are someone else will as well. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.